everybody, and welcome from Chattanooga, Tennessee. This morning, Tom Morley here. I'm a fiddle player, and since about 2015, I've been teaching fiddle classes at the famous John C. Campbell Folk School in Brasstown, North Carolina. One of the most enjoyable jobs I ever get is going there to Brasstown to the amazing campus at John C. Campbell and teaching folks for a weekend or a whole week and having a great time just visiting there and walking around the campus and seeing the beautiful mountains in North Carolina all around there. It's one of the most pleasurable and something that it's an honor for me to do. There's a tradition during the weeks of these classes there at John C. Campbell, and that's that somebody gets everybody together at Keith Hall and tells some stories, plays some tunes, sings some songs before breakfast one morning, and they call that Morningsong. A very long held tradition. And I've done a few of those myself. And of course, in these pandemic times, when the school has been closed, they're looking for virtual ways to have everybody have some of that same John C. Campbell Folk School feeling. So they've invited several of us folks to do some Morningsong concerts. And here I am. I've got some songs and fiddle tunes prepared for you this morning. The sun's just coming up over Missionary Ridge here in Chattanooga, and it looks like it's going to be a kind of a cloudy, rainy day, but we can see Lookout Mountain from the window, and like I said, the sun's just starting to come up, and this is pretty early for old Tom, let me tell you. Fran and I have set up pretty much gotten into the habit of staying in bed and drinking coffee in the morning and taking our time getting around. But here I am playing as early as I ever have for you. So the first three tunes I'm going to play for you are Cold Frosty Morning. I thought that was a perfect tune to start with. And then I'm going to go into two other tunes, a contemporary reel called the Bus Stop Reel, and then an old-timey tune called Greasy Coat. So hope you enjoy these Morningsong fiddle tunes for you this morning. go. That should wake you up. Between a couple fiddle tunes and a cup of coffee, I think that should get everybody going, everybody's blood moving this morning. It worked for me, I'll tell you that. Once again, if you're just joining me here this morning, Tom Morley coming to you from Chattanooga, Tennessee, where the sun's just coming up. Looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day. And I'm here as part of the Morningsong series, a grand, long tradition at the John C. Campbell Folk School, where I love to teach. Of course, everything's been closed and has gone virtual. And a very exciting thing is today, you'll be able, all you John C. Campbell Folk School followers, will be able to take some virtual classes. They've worked very hard there at the old office at JCC to invent a series of 30 different classes you can take starting in February. And there'll be all the classic kind of things. There'll be needlework, there'll be artwork, and all kinds of crafts that you can do, and some music classes as well. And I'll be teaching a class on, it'll be an easy fiddle tune sampler, you might call it. So if we have any fiddle players out there, I guess it'll work with mandolin too, but mainly fiddle, and you're kind of just getting going, and you've learned a couple tunes and you know how to get yourself around a fiddle, kind of if you're an intermediate beginner. I've got a whole month's worth of tunes to teach you. Great fiddle tunes from all kinds of traditions. I'm kind of the Indiana Jones of fiddle tunes. I'm looking for them, searching for them all the time. And I've got some great old-time tunes and some Irish tunes from Wales and England, and maybe some Cajun tunes, who knows. I've got all kinds of great stuff that I'll teach you. And so I hope you'll check out those classes online right here at JCC. I hope you'll also comment. I love to get comments from folks and find out where people are tuning in from. And sure enough, Fran tells me we've got people this morning from Ohio, Maine, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Indiana. That might be my folks. And Arkansas, Tennessee, Florida, Vermont, Louisiana, and somebody from Germany is watching too. Oh my gosh. Well, that's just amazing. Well, thank you all for tuning in this morning. This was one of the trickiest things I ever did, getting up this early and doing this, but I'm really, really honored and glad to do it. So thanks for tuning in. Keep commenting and saying hello and good morning to me. I really appreciate it. And I'll be reading those comments later. Well, I'm going to play a waltz for you right now. This is a tune that I wrote called the Georgiana Starlington Waltz. Fran and I used to live down in Fairhope, Alabama, near the Gulf Coast. And to get there, you always would take I-65 and to travel from wherever you were to go down to southern Alabama. Exit 114 is two towns, the town of Georgiana and Starlington. And I always thought you put those two words together at the exit, it sounds like an old 1940s movie star, really. So this is the only tune I know that's ever been named for an exit off of I-65, the Georgiana Starlington Waltz. Hope you enjoy this. Georgiana, Starlington Waltz. I hope you enjoyed that one. Let's go right into one of my favorite Irish jigs. This is, I had to think of some other morning tunes, so this is my other favorite morning tune. It's called the Lark in the Morning, and it's a 4-part Irish jig. And I think you can hear the lark actually singing in this tune, so hope you enjoy the Lark in the Morning. In the Morning there. I hope you enjoyed that tune. That should get you up and around and dancing around the old kitchen table, I'm hoping. Well, I wanted to be able to sing a few songs for you guys this morning as well. I think I'm in a pretty good voice. Sing a few songs from Ireland for you. All right. So, I picked 2 different tunes. I think we have plenty of time to do it, yes. And of course, the fine folks there at John C. Campbell said if I could go over a half hour if I wanted, if that was all right. So I might just do a few more tunes in just a half hour's worth. So we're going to do one of my favorite tunes that I love to play it on the fiddle. I love to sing it. It's called The Star of the County Down. Down a Bowling Green came a sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She had looked so sweet from her 2 bare feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, sure I shook myself just to see she was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cay, from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. Shook me head and I looked at the feeling rare. And I says I to a passerby, who's the maid with the nut brown hair. He smiled at me and he said Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. At the harvest fair, she'll be surely there, and I'll dress in these Sunday clothes, with my shoes shine bright and my hat cocked right for a smile from the nut brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, till my plow turns a rusty brown. And my smiling bride by my own fireside is the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cay, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cay, and from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met in the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cay, and from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the sweet Colleen that I met at the county down. All right. Well, that'll get you going in the morning. Star of the county down. Well, I love the tunes and songs from Ireland, of course. There's many tunes that are about immigrating to the United States from Ireland, of course. Tunes like Ships Are Sailing, The Green Fields of America, and many, many songs written about the trip over, which was never easy. And back in the 1800s particularly, trying to escape the Irish famine in the mid-1800s. Folks had to come over on creaky wooden ships, never knowing how long the journey would take, never knowing for sure if they'd get there, really. But they'd pack up their meager belongings, plus there may be a fiddle or a flute and their own tunes and songs, and bring them to America, and of course, you can celebrate that with a song. So this is a tune that I really love. It tells a story in just a few verses about the Irish coming over to America. It's called Paddy's Green Shamrock Show. lassie I left on Patty's Green Shamrock Show. We finally reached the other side in 3 and 20 days. We were taken as passengers by a man and led round in 6 different ways. We each of us drank a parting glass in case we might never meet more. And we drank our health to old Ireland and Patty's Green Shamrock Show. So fare thee well, my Liza dear, and likewise to old Derry Town. And twice farewell to me comrade boys who dwell on that sacred ground. If fortune should ever favor me, or I should have money in store, I'll come back and I'll wed the wee lassie I left on Patty's Green Shamrock Shore. I'll come back and I'll wed the wee lassie I left on Patty's Green Shamrock Shore. Patty's Green Shamrock Shore. Story of Irish immigrants coming over to America. Well, I hope you enjoy that. I'm going to go ahead and do at least one more to finish us out here. I'd like to tell you all, once again, starting today, you'll be able to check out online classes, virtual classes, and I'll be teaching a easy fiddle tune sampler. If you're enjoying what I'm doing here, almost every Monday night on my own personal Facebook page, Tom Morley, I do a play-along Irish trad session. Folks from all over the world tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm sitting right here and I play some great old Irish trad tunes and old-time tunes, and they play along from wherever they are. I've been doing it since March, and coming up this next Monday will be my play-along session number 39. So if you'd like to grab your fiddle, flute, whistle, guitar, mandolin, your accordion, or even a drum, and play along, I invite each and every one of you to join me, and we have a great time together on Monday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern. I also have a YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube and put in my name, Tom Morley, and Irish Fiddle, you'll find 24 free Irish trad fiddle lessons with all kinds of tunes that you can learn. So if you're a fiddler out there and you'd like to learn a new tune, well, these are great ways for you to do it. No charge whatsoever. They're just fun, free lessons. So I hope you guys will follow me, and I hope you'll keep in touch with the folk school, because new classes will be coming up in the year as we all get back to a new normal. Let's end up here with a tune. I can't leave you without doing a tune about Chattanooga, and this is a great old-time tune called Old Chattanooga. So here we go. been a real honor and privilege to be part of the Morningsong series here, the virtual Morningsong series for the John C. Campbell Folk School. I hope you'll all check in with the folk school and see what's happening there, because all sorts of virtual classes and actual in-person classes coming up in the second half of the year. So thanks again for tuning in, and you all have a great day today. Thanks again from Tom Morley in Chattanooga.